Welcome once again to our few minutes together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Eikev. It also happens to be the Shabbos Mevorchim Chodesh Elul. And at the very outset, I'd first like to wish a very special Mazel Tov to our chassan of this Shabbos, Mr. Eli Weissman, and to his Kala. They should be zocha to build a Bayis Neman B'Yisrael. Our Parsha this week has the second of the Shiva de Nechemta, of the 7 consolation Haftorahs. And the Haftorah begins with a series of psukim and words that are very, very important for us to consider. Yeshayahu Hanavi says, Vatomer Tzion, Zion at one point said, Azavani Hashem, V'Hashem Shcheichani, that God has left me and He has forgotten me. And God answers through Yeshayahu the Navi, Hasishkach Isha Ula. Do you think a woman can forget her baby? Can she forget the one that she gave birth to? And even if you would think that such a thing could happen, the fact of the matter is, Anochi lo eshkachecha, I will never forget you. And the Navi goes on to say that the reason that Hashem says He will never forget us is because Hein al kapayim chakosicha, I have engraved you on my palms. You are there forever. Chomosayach negdi tamid, that your walls are always before my eyes. So when it comes to the relationship between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and the building of Yerushalayim and the remembrance of Eretz Yisrael, it's always before His eyes. It's engraved on His palm, so to speak, because God doesn't really have a palm, because ein lo demus haguf, but it means it's something you can't forget. And He's always got the walls in front of His eyes. How could we mirror that? How do we mirror and act b'tzelem Elokim, in the image of God? Also, not ever forgetting all that Hashem promised us in terms of the land of Israel. Now it's interesting that when it comes to the bracha of the second bracha in Birchas Hamazon, we say, V'alakol Hashem Elokeinu anachnu modim loch. We thank you, umevarchim osach, and we bless you, kakosov, like it says in the pasuk, V'achalta v'savata uveirachta es Hashem Elokecha al ha'oretz hatova asher nasan loch. So we say, and you will eat, and you will be satisfied, and you will bless Hashem over the good land that He has given to you. Now, based on this pasuk, v'yachalta v'savata uveirachta, we learn out in the Gemara in Brachas on Daf Chaf Aleph Amar Aleph that from here we know that Birchas Hamazon is a chiyuv de oraisa. And the Gemara goes on to discuss that we know it because it says v'yachalta, and you will eat, v'savata, and you will be satisfied, uveirachta, and you will bless. From the word uveirachta, we learn out that you have a responsibility to say Birchas Hamazon once one is satisfied from eating. The parameters of that particular law are, of course, available in the Shulchan Aruch when it discusses that one should be satisfied with bread, as it is based on the previous psukim. The question we could ask is, it says, V'achalta v'savata uveirachta es Hashem Elokecha al ha'oretz hatova asher nasan loch. Perhaps you're only supposed to say Birchas Hamazon when you're on the good land, meaning in Eretz Yisrael. But the Gemara in Erechin on Daf Dalid Amar Aleph learns out that the parameters of the law are that as long as one eats and is satisfied, they have to say Birchas Hamazon. So what do we do with the second half of the pasuk? Al ha'oretz hatova asher nasan loch. What that does for us, I'd like to propose is, and this is based on the writings of the Ramban and others, that what we're really doing is every single time we eat, we're saying v'yachalta, and you will eat, v'savata, and you will be satisfied, uveirachta, and you will bless Hashem Elokecha. But always, whenever you bless Hashem and thank for the food, don't forget es ha'oretz hatova asher nasan lach. Don't forget the good land, the land of Eretz Yisrael. Don't forget Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. Don't ever forget it, because every time you eat and you nourish your body, you have to nourish your soul with the remembrance of Al Ha'oretz HaTova Asher Nasan Lach. And in that way, we're mirroring exactly what Hashem is doing. He's never forgetting the land that He promised to the Jewish people and that one day we will all return to. He's never forgetting the walls of the city and the city itself, which was Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh. He's constantly reminding Himself of His action towards us and with us, of our connection between Hashem and us. And we, in turn, each time we eat, each time we say Berachas HaMazon, every time we say an Al HaMichya, which according to many authorities is the Oraisa, and even Midrabanan, when we say a Borei Nefashos, we are remembering Al Ha'oretz HaTova Asher Nasan Lach, the good land that you've given to us. We don't only say it in Eretz Yisrael, we say it all over the world because it's based on V'yachalta V'savata. But we don't forget Ha'oretz HaTova Asher Nasan Lach. Just as Yeshayahu HaNavi promised, Hashem will never forget. Let us never forget. And let us keep in mind, Im eshkachech Yerushalayim, Tishkach Yemini. We cannot forget, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't forget, and we emulate Him. And with that, we're able to bench Rosh Chodesh Elul, so we can come closer to Hashem, because Ani L'Dodi, V'Dodi Li, I mirror exactly what Hashem does for us. Have a wonderful Shabbos.